In this video, I'm showing off my entire horror DVD collection. In my last video, I showed off my entire horror VHS collection, and in my next video, I will continue and show off all of my horror Blu-rays. And I'm just doing these videos in preparation for October. I was going to wait until October to do these videos, but, I've just been in the mood to show off my horror movies, and so I thought I would just go ahead and do these videos now. So I've got a lot to get through, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First, right up here are all the DVD releases of Halloween that I own. Now, I'm not going to show these off really because, I've already done videos showing off my Halloween collection, and I will be doing a video showing off my entire collection before Halloween. So I'm not going to show these off right now, but these right here are the DVD releases that I have of the original movie. And then the Halloween 2, the German hardbox. And then these are releases I have of Halloween 2 right here. We got the release of Halloween 3. And we got the German metal pack of Halloween 4. The lenticular cover, very, very cool. And then the hard box of Halloween 4. And then there's the French release of Halloween 4. And the Anchor Bay release of Halloween 4 and 5. And then we have The Curse of Michael Myers, H2O right there, and Resurrection. And then at the end, we have the 25 Years of Terror documentary. So just wanted to breeze through those because, like I said, I've already done videos, showing off my Halloween collection, and I will be doing a new Halloween collection video before Halloween because I've got some pretty cool stuff that I'm adding to the collection, so stay tuned for that. But I am going to move on down here to my Scream Factory collection and show off all the Scream Factory DVDs that I have. I do plan on upgrading most of these to Blu-ray eventually, but for right now, I'm just happy to own them. First, The Battery, which is a great, more modern zombie film. Really enjoy that one. Move that over. We have Day of the Dead, which I really hope that Scream Factory gets a hold of Dawn of the Dead. I just think they would do a great job. Scream Factory or Anchor Bay, whichever one. I think it's kind of funny if how out of all the horror movies that are out of print, that they're out of print on DVD, Blu-ray, and they're going for a lot of money now. Dawn of the Dead, it's so weird that movie is now out of print and that you can't just go to Amazon or somewhere and get it. I mean, you can, but it's out. But since the Blu-ray's out of print or the DVD, it's still really expensive. And I just think it's weird of how out of all the movies to go out of print, Dawn of the Dead, But anyway, moving on. Deadly Blessing. Phantasm 2 with the slipcover. And then we have Ravenous. This does not have the DVD in it. This has the Blu-ray of it in it, and it is a Scream Factory Blu-ray, which is why it's on my Scream Factory shelf. And They Live, Scream Factory DVD. Moving on to my Child's Play shelf, and the only DVD I have on here is the Chucky's 20th birthday edition of the first movie. All right. Moving on to my Evil Dead shelf. First right here we have the Evil Dead, the 3-disc Ultimate Edition DVD. And then we have Evil Dead 2, the Book of the Dead edition. Then we have the Anchor Bay Limited Edition 10. And we have Army of Darkness, the 2-disc Boomstick edition. Next up, we have right here, we have this release of the Evil Dead. Some people call this the Ladies of the Evil Dead edition because it comes with a book that has interviews with the 3 main ladies of the Evil Dead. Nice release. And then this release of Evil Dead 2 right here. And then this release of Army of Darkness, the original poster artwork. Alright, now I'm going to move down to the actual DVD shelves. First right here we have a Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the 2-disc edition DVD. And then we have this 4 film favorites of the first 4 Nightmare on Elm Street films. Next up we have American Mary, Alucarda. Then we have the Amityville Horror with the front card that Walmart, they released several movies with these cards, and I always thought that this was one of the coolest ones that they've released. They released those a few years back. Amityville 4: Evil Escapes. I think that DVD is a little bit rare. Amityville Dollhouse. The Amityville Horror Remake. Then we have Alien with the lenticular cover. The lenticular slip cover. Then we have Alien vs. Predator. This is the unrated edition, which I've heard that the Blu-ray doesn't have the unrated version. I don't know. I don't own Alien vs. Predator on Blu-ray, but if anyone knows, let me know. I heard someone say that. So then we have the Burning Moon. A Bucket of Blood. Battle Royale. Boogeyman. Bubba Hotep. Basket Case. Judd. The Changeling. Creepshow, the old Snapper Case release. Creepshow 2. Children of the Corn. Then we have a triple feature of Children of the Corn 2, 3, and 4. And then a single release of Children of the Corn 4. Children of the Corn 5. Cannibal Holocaust. Cujo. Christine. Wes Craven's Chiller. Let me move on down a little bit. Oh, and Cabin Fever. I don't know if I showed that. And then we have a 4-film favorite of the Critters series. Scream Factory is coming out with a really great Blu-ray release. A Blu-ray collection of all 4 Critters movies. That's going to be an awesome set. Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter. Darkness Falls. Dead Alive. Dawn of the Dead, the DiviMax Special Edition DVD. And then Day of the Dead, DiviMax Special Edition. Dead Snow. Deliverance. Eaten Alive. Friday the 13th Uncut with the lenticular slipcover. Part 3. Final Chapter. A New Beginning. Jason Lives. New Blood. Jason Goes to Hell. Jason Takes Manhattan. Sorry. Jason Goes to Hell, the unrated and R-rated versions. Freddy vs. Jason. Jason X. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The Final Girls. The Fog. Final Destination. Final Destination 2. Final Destination 3. Fright Night. From Dusk Till Dawn. Planet Terror. Death Proof. And The Good Son. Alright. Second shelf, or the bottom shelf, I should say. The Grudge. The Grudge 2. Ghoulies 4. The Haunting. Hatchet. Hatchet 2. Helter Skelter. Hellraiser. A triple feature of Hellraiser 3, Bloodline, and Inferno. Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror. House by the Cemetery. Hobo with a Shotgun. The Haunting in Connecticut. the Human Centipede, the Hitcher 2, the Elite Home Entertainment release of I Spit on Your Grave, and the Anchor Bay release of I Spit on Your Grave. Identity and Secret Window. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Itchy the Killer. Double feature of Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. And then the special edition release of Jeepers Creepers 2. Lost After Dark. Land of the Dead. Single release of Leprechaun. The Last House on the Left. The Lost Boys. Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. Maniac. Magic. The Mothman Prophecies. Murder Set Pieces. Maniac 3. Double feature My Bloody Valentine and April Fool's Day. The Man with the Screaming Brain. Maggie, but this has the Blu-ray in the case. But, you know, I just keep it here because, you know, it's in the DVD case. The Monster Squad. The Midnight Hour. This is a bootleg. George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead. The Night Flyer. Orphan. The Omen. The Oxford Murders. Prom Night. Psycho. Phantasm. Phantasm 2. This is the, what is it, Universal? Yeah, the Universal DVD release. I forgot. Phantasm 3, Lord Dead. Phantasm 4. Poltergeist with the snapper case. Pet Sematary with the lenticular slipcover. And then double feature of Pet Sematary 1 and 2. Pumpkinhead. The Prophecy and Prophecy 2. And Dario Argento's Phenomena. Alright. Last shelf. We have hang on one sec. Let me get situated. Predator with the lenticular slipcover. The Ring. The Ring 2. The Return of the Living Dead, which with the glow-in-the-dark cover. Silent Night, Deadly Night, the uncut and unrated release. Species. The remake to Salem's Lot. The Satanic Rites of Dracula. 30 Days of Night. Sleepy Hollow with the lenticular slipcover. The Shining. The 2-disc special edition of Suspiria. Storm of the Century, plus a bunch of other movies, you know, it's kind of an Echo Bridge, 7 film collection. Saw. Signs. The Silence of the Lambs. Stir of Echoes. Two Evil Eyes, limited edition. Trailer Park of Terror. Leatherface, A Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. Twilight Zone, the movie. 4-film collection of The Craft, Monster High, Fright Night, and Brain Scan. The Ugly. VHS. A Wes Craven triple feature of The Serpent in a Rainbow, Shocker, and The People Under the Stairs. The Wicker Man. The Wicker Tree. When a Stranger Calls. The double feature of Wishmaster 1 and 2. This is still sealed. And then an unsealed copy. Wolf Creek. Wolf Creek 2. Wrong Turn with a lenticular slip. Dario Argento's Zombie. That's the 2-disc release, and this is the single-disc release. And then Zombie 4. Fallen Zombie 5. And Zodiac. Alright. Moving on to box sets and some other cooler releases. First, right here we have the 2-disc Ultimate Edition Steelbook of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then we have Dog Soldiers. All these right here are all independent horror films. August Underground's Mortem from Toe Tag, Pictures, Cella Turcica's Sealed. I mean, not autographed, excuse me, autographed from the cast and crew. American Holocaust, which is signed. Burglar from Hell. Hell Walks the Earth. These are all Sleazebox films. The Sky Has Fallen, limited edition. Johnny Dickey's Slaughter Tales. Doll Boy, signed by the director. Pain Shack, which is a Ricky Shore film. Ricky Shore Sings the Blues. And then there's another release of Pain Shack, very cool. And Blowing Raspberries, which is also a Ricky Shore film and also signed. Found. Don't Go to the Reunion. The Manson Family, the 2-disc special edition. A sealed copy of Dustin Mills' The Puppet Monster Massacre, and an unsealed copy. Zombie A-Hole from Dustin Mills. This is the director's cut. The Ballad of Skinless Pete, signed by Dustin Mills. And Snuff It, Dustin Mills. And then these are just a couple of screeners that I got sent to me to review. Beyond the Grave, and then Werewolf and Alabama Sasquatch. That was back when I was doing a lot of reviews for like independent films and things like that. Moving on down here, there's a couple of cool sets here. First, we got the Dark Castle Horror Collection of 13 Ghosts, Gothica, Ghost Ship, House of Wax, and House on Haunted Hill. Then we have the Devil Dolls 3-disc box set from Full Moon. Got Demonic Toys, Doll Graveyard, and Ragdoll. And another Full Moon set of the first 3 Subspecies films. Then we have the Reanimator, the 2-disc Millennium Edition from Elite Home Entertainment. Then we have this release of Frankenstein, the Universal Legacy series. This 2-pack of Dracula and Frankenstein. These are the remakes. Then we got Resident Evil Trilogy. Then Nightmare on Elm Street, an 8-film collection. Trancers, 3 DVD set of the first 3 films. Dead and Buried, the 2-disc limited edition from Blue Underground. Then we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Manhunter, the 2-disc limited edition from Anchor Bay. Leprechaun, the 7-film collection. Okay. And then down here, these are all like classic horror films. We got a Horror Classics 4 DVD collection. Got 16 movies. Go ahead and just lay that there. And then a Horror Collection, 15 films and 5 DVDs. Then we got a 4-film collection right here of House on Haunted Hill, Mutant, Moon of the Wolf, and Fangs of the Living Dead. We have this 2-pack that has Ancient Evil, Scream of the Mummy, and Night of the Living Dead. The DVD of Night of the Living Dead, and this was the first time I ever saw Night of the Living Dead. Then we have this Alfred Hitchcock, just this 20-film cheap DVD set. Wicked Carnival, that's just got those 3 movies right there. Then this Vincent Price triple feature, House on Haunted Hill, The Bad and the Last Man on Earth, one of the oldest DVDs in my collection. Then we got the East Side Kids and Bela Lugosi and Ghosts on the Loose. And then 8 Films to Die For. 8 Films to Die For, After Dark, Horror Fest 3, 8-film collection. And then these are just like cheap Echo Bridge, I believe. Or Lionsgate releasing. I remember this one was really sought after at one point. As well as this one as well. This one's still sealed. It's got Waxwork, 976 Evil 2, Goalies 2, The Unholy, Chopping Mall, Slaughter High. And then this one. Then we got this Killer Curses. Midnight Horror. We got this Puppet Master and Demonic and Killjoy collection. It has all the Puppet Master films up until Axis of Evil, and then 3 Killjoy films. Then we have Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. These are kind of fallen. This triple feature of Puppet Master, Access Rising, Blood Dolls, and Depraved, Full Moon. And then this triple feature of the first